a place in the sun where there's hope for everyone, where my poor restless heart.
So Nadir, is there anything more you would like to add to that, with all due respect, Mr. Reuter?
Basically, I think the young people, they think different. And our political parties, the other political parties, they have stuck in the past. And they need to, and the TUF is giving them this alternative that we think, like the young people, most of them who are educated, they want their own home with security, they want their own vehicles, and that is a big thing. Today the duty is killing them, and so the United Force will address this issue of duty on vehicles, so that the young people, they can have, as I mentioned before, a full life. And that is what I want to add to what she has mentioned just now.
Thank you so much. Just a bit of correction, and my apologies, I did address you, and I would like to just correct on that. Mr. Roy Van Tull, you were listening to his input here on more information on the intentions and reasons and causes as to why the TUF would yet again be contesting in another elections of Guyana, and they are expressing their intentions, particularly on this program, which is a TUF update on its intentions to participate in the May 11th, that's the scheduled elections, national and regional, May 11th, 2015. Now, we would like to move on a bit, and I'm yet again going to engage both individuals on the question. And I'm going to just ask of Roy if the TUF will be bringing out a manifesto.
We have always brought out manifestos, and you can see some on our desk here. But what are manifestos? How many we have there? And all the parties, they bring out manifestos, some bring thicker one than this. And if you look at what they have implemented from their manifesto, then perhaps it's 0.1%. So what the TUF will do, we will not bring out a manifesto per se, but we will bring like a action agenda with all the points that we want to implement immediately, so that progress can start immediately in Guyana and relief can be given to the Guyanese, so that they can have a fuller life, right? So we'll come out with this agenda. We are already working on it based on the feedback that we're getting from the people, and it is very heartening that even today, 2015, there are people in Guyana who can't send their children to school because of poverty and because they don't get social services from the government. Yet we say we spend so much money in that. And we have met a lot of people in the outer Georgetown area. And so we will come with action plan to address all the issues that needs to be looked at.
Just to remind you, you're looking at the United Force update. That's the United Force Political Party update on its intentions to participate in the forthcoming scheduled national and regional elections scheduled for the 11th of May 2015. We're providing you more on the party's intentions of participating. And I'm now going to turn our attention to Ms. Marisa Nadir, who is a practicing attorney at law. In the last elections, there was the conception of the United Force Political Party collating with other political groups. What is the party's position in this upcoming elections?
Well, part of the reason why the outcome for the United Force was what it was in 2011 was because of the confusion by these allegations of us collating with other parties. We didn't collate them, and the United Force has no intentions and will not be collating with any other party going into the May 11, 2015 general and regional elections. The United Force has always contested these elections on its own, and we will be contesting these elections on our own. We're not collating, we have not collated with anybody. I must emphasize on that, because even in going out into the different regions, as we were discussing earlier, persons have communicated to us that they were told of rumors of us joining with other parties. We have not joined. We will not be joining going into any election.
Now, Roy, could you tell me, if the United Force political party holds the balance of power in Parliament, what will be the party's position?
Well, the party's position will remain or will be in accordance with what we have promised the electorate, that we will support lower taxes, jobs, investment, efficient and effective service from the government, and security. And that will be our position, and that is what we will support in Parliament, so that the people who have voted for us will get, and also others will get what is good and better for them.
Thank you so much, Mr. Roy Van Tol, Executive Member of the United Force political party. He is an accountant, I must remind you, and a man of the cloth. Now, penultimately in this update of the United Force political party's intentions to participate in the 2015 election scheduled for May the 11th, we are now going to welcome comments in this respect by asking of both Maurice and Roy, and we're going to ask of Maria first and invite our inputs on the aspect of what would be the parliamentary value for your vote for the United Force political party.
The parliamentary value for your vote for the United Force will be what is best for Guyana.
Yes, is there any other thing that you would like to add to that, Mr. Roy Van Tol?
Well, when you vote for the United Force, the TUF, then your vote is for the TUF. It's not for any other political party. But if it comes that we have to support a party on a particular issue, and that issue is about what we mentioned before, for betterment of all Guyanese, whether it is security or jobs or taxes, etc., then we will support that. But if it is just because to boycott someone or to support someone because we don't like something, then we will not do that. Our intention is that we must have a better Guyana, and your support to the TUF is for a better Guyana, a fuller life for all. And so your vote is not for any other political party, it is for the United Force.
Thank you so much. Now you have been provided with the full insight of the intentions for the United Force political party in contesting the upcoming national and regional elections slated for May 11, 2015, which has aroused your interest. And definitely now we'd like now to invite comments from both participants on the aspect of you making contact with the United Force political party. We can hear from Marisa in this respect.
We have our email address, which is theunitedforcegi@gmail.com. Again, theunitedforcegi@gmail.com. This email is checked regularly and you can make contact with us there. Also, we are distributing, whilst we're out in the fields, we are distributing forms so you can join us. If you haven't received a form and you're interested, you can communicate your interest to us via email, or the persons in the respective regions, we will have contact persons there. For the example of Region 7, we have, most persons know where our office traditionally has been and it has not changed. So we will be putting up some signs so that persons will know this is our office. You can come here, you can contact us. And this extends not only for this particular election, this extends after elections. Persons, whether or not you're a member of the party and you need help or you need to voice a problem, something has happened, you can contact us. Our doors have always been and will remain open for members of the Guyanese public.
Thank you, Madam Marisa Nadir. Now I'm going to invite Mr. Roy Vantal for wrapping up comments.
Well, my respected viewers, I want to ask you to support the TUF, support youth, put youth to work. Unfortunately, over the past perhaps 50 years, only men were put at the forefront to run this country. And the youth, we always talk about youth, but they are not being given an opportunity. If you look at the other candidates that we have from other parties, you see all of them are elders. And to my mind, we have about 60% of Guyanese who are young. And so we young people, we understand each other better. So put youth talent at work for a better Guyana, for investment, growth in business, for lower taxes, lower duties on vehicles, better security, and also better services from the government, in the sense that it must be effective and efficient. The services are there, but when we go for the services, you know how long it takes to get the services that you require. And so this is what we are striving for, and with your support and with your vote, we can accomplish all of this.
Thank you so much, Mr. Roy Vantal. We now like to invite Ms. Nadir for wrapping up comments also.
Before I have the gist of the wrapping up, but I would also like to add that we also have a Facebook page. So you can search for the United Force and you will find the link to our page on Facebook. You can like it and you can see our regular posts that we have. And you can also communicate to us via Facebook.
Well, viewers, we had spent some time with you, and we've now come to the end of this update from the United Force political party on its intention to contest yet again in the national and regional elections slated for the 11th of May 2015. We just like to let you know that this is the first of its kind of its update. You will be hearing and viewing and having more from us as the time proceeds in the build-up to the 11th of May. I'm yours truly, Edward Anthony Passat, taking time out to thank you for your attention for the preceding period of time that we've spent together. Thank you, and goodbye until.
There's a place